Ah, ah, really? Again? Come on, man. Hey, fellow survivors, Explorer Idra here, and welcome to our Ark Crystal Isles Modded series. Our focus and goal with this series is to explore and show off some of the amazing mods from the Ark Steam mod community, and highlighting some of their incredible features they have to offer to you, the players. All the while having some fun along the way on the Crystal Isles map. So without further ado, let's get to today's video. Welcome back, survivors! Another episode of our Crystal Isles Modded series, and as you can see in the very beginning, some of the dangers of playing with mods. I apologize for the delay in this series. It was a bit of a struggle. As you can see from the start, we lost a good chunk of our base when S Plus updated. But I'm happy to report, and a big thank you to Mr. Jane Cobb for spending a bunch of time behind the scenes and working with the server provider in getting everything back up and going. I'm happy to report that our base is actually still intact. We just had to roll back the clock a little bit, so we did lose a little bit of time, which we had to make up for. But now we're back, and we've got everything going again, so I'm really happy with that. We're currently at our test island right now. You can see some stuff around us here. I'm going to show off a couple of power mods that you guys can use. Both are really awesome additions that you can use to get constant power in your base. So we're going to do a little bit of building, and we're going to do a little bit of some power. So I'll show off what I've got so far here, you guys. So we've got two mods going. We wanted to test out a couple power options to see which one might be better. So we are currently using pipes and cables, which you can see over here, and we are using solar panel. Both are really neat, you guys. PNC we've actually been using, well, almost as long as we've been playing the game and playing on our own servers. So as long as we've been playing with mods, we've always had PNC. I like it because it's a very solid mod. We've never really had too much issues with it. That being said, the only downfall to it is that it still comes with cables. You got to do all the cable connecting. I'll show you guys here in a moment. So we wanted to try something a little bit different to see if there was just can you slap something down and it pretty much powers your entire base. And I'm very happy to say that, yeah, the wireless one here for solar works very, very well for that. So both of which you unlock your table around, I think this one's level 10, this one's level 50, but you don't unlock the ability to use power until I think level 49 for PNC, level 50 for this one. But once you do, both tables are not very much to create. The solar one I think is 20 hide, 5 metal ingot, 50 stone, 30 wood. PNC is 10 stone, 10 thatch, and 10 wood, so they're relatively cheap to make. That being said, for the solar, it is a little bit, I wouldn't say expensive, but you do need to have some key ingredients here. All of them are the exact same requirements. They are all 50 cementing paste, 100 crystals, 75 electronics, and 150 metal ingots. The 75 electronics would probably be the longest thing to get for you. Now, that being said, they work really, really well. And right now you can see it's the only power I have, and it is powering all this. I wanted to test this out and show you guys. Regular refrigerator, S+, regular cryo fridge. So it works with both regular and S+. You come over here, it is also powering our S+ industrial grinder. It's also powering our cooker not being hooked up to water at the moment. I just wanted to see if it would power it. This thing works really well, you guys. And so just give me 1 second here. I'm going to give an aerial view. All right, so there's three options with this one. You've got one that works on a structure, which is this one here I have right now. There's one that you can place on a wall, and there's also one that you can just place on the ground. So you slap it down and it has a range to it. So I'm going to show you the panel range right now. So you can see, it's harder to see during the day, but you can see that blue circle that's humming out there at the moment. So that's showing you where this thing is powering to. So it's got a pretty decent range. It starts off, you can actually change the range. So if I go into here, and I do solar panel range, radius options. Here we go. So you can decrease it to the minimum and the maximum. So I've already got it set to the maximum, so I'm not too worried about that. It has a small range to begin with, but you can definitely make it go a little bit further. Now, let's move on to PNC. I'm gonna pick this up for now. All right, so now with PNC, we have to come into the table. This table only runs on gasoline, so that's another thing to note as well too, you guys. So you need to have gasoline to run this one, and we're gonna power it up. We're gonna go with our cables here. So we can make one of these. Now, do I have what I need? I thought I did. I am missing wood. We should have wood here. There we go. Okay. So we make one of these. So with the solar panel PNC one, you need to have the battery, and then you need to have the solar panel. So you're going to have both of those, and then you have to have a cable to be able to hook up to it. Now, do I still have... So can I make one of these? I am missing 2 metal ingots. We'll put those in there. And we'll do this. And we'll craft one of these. All right. So first off, you want to drop your battery. Like so. And then you're going to hook up your solar panel to it. It automatically snaps, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And then you're going to place your cable. So you're going to have, basically your cable is going to come out from this spot almost always, but you can dial in to see which way you want it to go. I'm going to make it go this way, and you will know that it's powered because it will have the yellow power just like you would see on regular cables within the game. And with that, it is also a good thing that you can do is you can actually hook up S+ cables to these as well too. So if you're the type that likes to hide your cables, you can put those in there as well, and you can just basically use all S+, and then all of a sudden you put your outlet on, and now it is powering up. Should be powered. Is this powered? Yeah. So as you can see, it's powering everything. Again, the only thing is that, well, you still have to have your cables that are running around to your base in order to use this one. But again, solid mod. We've had no issues with it for a really long time. Both have their ups and downs, or positives and negatives, but we really enjoy both of them so far. So that's going to be, powering your base with these, you guys. All right, so I'm in an aerial view here, you guys. I wanted to come try and test something out for you, and I'm happy to report that both of these options for PNC and for the wireless power both work inside caves. So we are currently inside the cave on the floating islands, the one where we came and got our very first artifact you can see down there. And I put up a little structure, cryo fridge, and I'm testing out both of these things are currently powering this cryo fridge inside the cave. So with the PNC, if I remove the outlet, you can see it's still powered. It's just not powering this at the moment. And now we're switched to the wireless one. I use the wall panel, and it's powering this cryo fridge. If I remove this one here, then now the cryo fridge isn't working. So I'm very happy to see that both of these actually work inside a cave, so you can use them as power inside somewhere if you wanted to do a cave build. So that being said, let me know what you think of these, you guys, in the comments down below. Are either of these something that you could use? They are constant power. You can get power at night or day, and you don't have to worry about having generators or windmills or anything like that. So if you want to be able to just put something down and be able to comfortably walk away from your base and be able to go do stuff, well, both of these are a great option to be able to use. So that being said, I'm also going to take you guys on a tour over to here. We were playing around with, and this is our little hut that we got for our human NPCs. Been trying to play around with these, you guys, just a little bit more to see what we can do with them. And there's some pretty neat options. So one of which is you can actually set these guys to be able to harvest. So these guys are fully tameable. You can use cryopods on them, which is really neat. So if you tame them out in the wild, you want to cryo them up and store them for a little bit, you can do that. The only thing that I have to say about these guys, for one, is that if you decide to put them on wandering and they wander around, they're like ghosts. I had two earlier in here and I put them on wander because they'll actually just wander around and gather basic resources for you. But that being said, they're like ghosts, you guys. They will walk right through your structures. I currently have, well, there was two in here. One, I got a massive message saying that they died right here. They died to a piranha. So they were in the water around here somewhere. The other one, I have no idea where it is. I went looking. I don't know where they went to. I'm assuming I'm just going to see another flashing red message on the top of my screen at some point that it's been eaten by something. But so I wouldn't recommend just sticking them on wander, as they will just, yeah, they'll just wander through anything and wander off. But I played around with doing the harvest settings on these guys. The harvest settings was kind of neat. You can send them out within a certain range to be able to harvest resources. But that being said, I put one on wander to go harvest, and it basically walked over to my campfire and pulled out my charcoal until it couldn't move anymore, and it just stood there. So it's a little glitchy. I would almost recommend that you build maybe a pen somewhere, or you put a dino tracker on them, or put them out somewhere where they're not going to get interfered on by other stuff. They will get attacked by things, so keep that in mind too. But they're pretty neat. I have plans to do a future episode with these guys. I've got something really fun in store. So taming them, you can use the rifle, although they don't have a lot of hit points, you guys. So I would recommend using a primitive long neck rifle if you're going to go that route, using the darts, because you will kill them pretty quickly. I would probably suggest you give them a couple of body shots. You can bullet them, couple body shots followed by a headshot. That seemed to work the best. Otherwise, I was hitting them too hard. I was killing them. Or as we're using our mod for being able to have a bunch of different types of options, like the boomerang. The boomerang worked really, really well. A couple of shots with the boomerang, level 4 here, knocked this one out. I was quite happy. So yeah, but that's our little area here for these guys. So I'm rambling on. I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna get to some building, you guys. All right, so we are currently sitting right near, or I guess just below, where our future main base is gonna be. Before we start doing some building there is a level 600 max level Spino down here. I really like his colors. I want to try and tame this guy. I've built a trap, and, well, 600, so max level. I just really want him. So the trap here, we're going to see if we can get this guy lured in the trap. I don't know how this is going to go. I've never actually trapped one of these guys, but we're going to test this out and see. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you're already stuck. I guess that could be a trap right there. All right, come on. Come on, come on. Get in here. And it's in. It's in. Will it stay in there? Oh, yes, 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 yes. No, it's out. Ah, damn. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to need to get another level on that thing. I've never trapped one of these guys using this method before, so let's see. He's in there right now. I'm assuming, yeah, he's just going to climb right over it. That's the problem. Okay. We're just going to start shooting him anyways. There we go, Mr. Spino. Oh, you can climb up here. Yep. Okay. We're just going to keep climbing. Oh, get our Thyla up here. Get him to safety. There we go. Okay. Oh, are you running? There we go. Okay, let's give some chase. Let's go. Let's go. You are running. Okay. I don't think he's actually hitting my Thyla at the moment. He's not. He's just kind of glitched out here. I'm going to take this and capitalize on it, you guys. That was perfect. Sit right there, sir. Alright, I really don't recommend trying to do it this way, you guys. But my trap failed. I just did not build it high enough. Probably needed to go one more, at least, I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, I think we can give chase. I think it's running. Yeah, how fast these guys can be. There it is. All right. Woohoo! Good night. All right. Well, trap did not work so well. I assume I needed to go one more higher, but that's okay. We still got him down in the end. So Thylas, thank goodness for Thylas. All right, let's get you all tamed up here. All right, so as I said, we are currently standing in our future throne room area here. So this is our composite crafting table for the Castles and Keeps mod. So when you come into here, you guys, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can be able to build. The nice thing about the Castles and Keeps is that there is different sizes that you can build of all of these different structures. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of the 2x3 walls as opposed to your normal 1x1. You can do half walls, there's vanilla size walls, there is half stairs, there's railings, there's all kinds of stuff. So you're not just limited to a 1x1, or in some of the cases, like Structures Plus has a 1x4 wall, but yeah, these have some really neat structures to them. So I've also come over here and put up a bit of a throne room. We are also going to be using what is this one? The glass metal smithy as well too, for glass metal windows. I really like those windows, you guys. Those are some of my favorites. So I'm putting up some walls around here for our throne room here. I used these guys right here. These are the glass triangle ceilings, but what's really neat about them is if you notice they're all green, so they come standard with a green tint to them when you slap them down, but I changed this one to blue. So when you come in here, you can go into set your color profile, and if you go to glass tint, you can change to whatever color glass you want. So instead it comes standard with this kind of a greenish tint to it, or aqua, whatever you want to call it, teal, because it's got a bit of blue and green. That's the one that it comes with, but you can change it to whatever you want. I don't know what color I'm going to go with you guys yet. Also, you can do this too. You can switch to grading, and you can just make it look graded all along here. But yeah, I'm going to play around with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's really exciting. So that being said, I want to put up some of these half stairs because that's what we're going to use to get up to our thrones. Perfect. And our thrones are going to sit basically right here when you come in. I'm going to throw up some glass metal walls around here. And that's what we are going to essentially use for our windows. And all right, survivors, and unfortunately I'm facing a massive issue with mic, and for some reason, even with it plugged in, it just wants to randomly turn off on me. So with these technical difficulties, you guys, I'm going to leave this one here for today. A little bit shorter of an episode, but I'm still happy with the progress so far. We've got the inner workings of our main Great Hall here. I'm going to work on some more of it off camera. That being said, I got to show you guys a couple of different power mods to be able to power up your base and do it without having to have any kind of hindrances, really, which is really nice. So no gasoline. You can just basically pop it down and go. We also teamed up this guy here. He needs a name, so if you have a name, drop it in the comments down below. If you've got something that you can think of that you want to see this guy named up as. I love the colors of it. It's really fun. That being said, yeah, I got to show you guys also some more of the human NPC mods. I've got a really cool idea for those guys coming up, where we're going to tame some more of them and basically do a big battle with them. So I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm very sorry, again, technical difficulties that we're having between some of the mods and our my mic issues. I'm going to work on getting those fixed, and we'll be back next week. But with that, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop a like down below and subscribe for more, and we will catch you guys in the next video.